The United States has just massive electricity shortages right now, and a number of states are on the verge of having the brownouts, and we're not talking here about California, we're talking about everybody. Trump administration says that it wants to massively expand manufacturing output. We need to expand the industrial plant by at least double in order to prepare for a deglobalized world. Most of the products that we're used to importing, we're going to have to make ourselves one way or the other. We need more electricity. We probably need to expand the grid by about 50%. And at the moment, pretty much all electricity expansions in the country are on hold. The Trump administration's tariff policies have massively driven up the cost of doing everything that is related to the grid. For example, copper and aluminum are the two biggest inputs, and those now have a surplus tariff of 50%. So this new technology, old technology, is something that maybe the government can actually step in a constructive way, and it's called mixed oxide fuel. In essence, you modify a nuclear power reactor, so instead of running on a down-blended uranium, where, say, 3 to 5% of the uranium is a fissile component in a broader block of power fuel, you instead use MOX, which is a mix of uranium and plutonium. Whether one technology is better or worse than the other from an economic point of view is very much in debate. The only country that uses MOX at the moment for their civilian power systems is Russia. And Russia does it because it had 30,000 nuclear warheads, mostly plutonium-driven, as part of its arsenal when the Cold War ended. And they basically, when they decommissioned them as part of arms control agreements, they took all of those warheads and spun them into this fuel. So from their point of view, it's a big savings. As a rule, once you factor in the cost of expanding or modifying your nuclear power system in order to use the MOX, it's probably a wash from an economic point of view because the cost investment is so high. And if you're going to use it just to use spent military surplus equipment, eventually you're going to run out of that. You're going to have a plutonium supply chain. So a number of countries have played with this technology, most notably Britain, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Japan, also India, but no one has actually instituted a civilian program. The problem is very simple. Not a lot of countries have nuclear weapons. Not a lot of countries had tens of thousands of them to decommission to serve as an input fuel source. Really, it's just the United States and Russia in that regard, which means that if you want this to work, you have to build a civilian plutonium production system. Now, plutonium does not occur naturally in the world. It's pretty much only generated as a byproduct of you guessed it, uranium power plant.